Hi and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Rita Borenstein. I'm located outside Stockholm and I work with Life Between Life hypnotherapy for spiritual regression. And I'm the member of Michael Newton Institute here in Sweden. So I'd like to talk today about being oneself authentically. The sessions I do with all sorts of people, different ages, gender, of course, and nationalities, because I do a lot of sessions online as well. The main thing, as I see it, is for that person to have an authentic, subjective experience from themselves, straight from the horse's mouth, as the saying goes. There are many authorities out there, or so-called authorities, people channeling, and other sorts of information for everybody who are interested to watch, especially these days when internet is so common and widespread. When I started with these kind of sessions after I trained with the Michael Newton Institute in 2012, I was so fascinated by the possibility to get to know my own soul and soul journey over time as a subjective experience, thanks to this training. And my first experience into what Dr. Michael Newton, who is a creator of Life Between Life hypnotherapy for spiritual regression, he showed through 7,000 cases that it's possible to remember what it's like to die in a past life and then experience the journey to afterlife and what happens then on a soul level. And for me, my first experience in a Life Between Life state with a skilled colleague who is also training as myself to become a Life Between Life hypnotherapist, that I experienced my childhood, my time in the mother's womb, my time as a past life personality as a child in the concentration camp Bergen-Belsen, and then my death there, and then traveling to past life, through past life into the afterlife, and to meet my soul guide, and all that happened then. I was surprised that it was possible at all. And then after this training, which I had in England, and my main teacher was Paul Laurent, who's a skilled hypnotherapist from America, and also Angie Noon, who was an assistant trainer. So I decided to certify and to go for the certification, which took me several months to show the review team in the Michael Newton Institute that I was capable of facilitating such a session in an authentic way. And then I certified in 2013 and got all passionate and devoted to working and to facilitate sessions like I had learned and experienced myself. And since then, I've been the first and only Life Between Life hypnotherapist trained in the Michael Newton Institute, still to this day. So I was active in the Michael Newton Institute for at least 8 years, maybe more, I can't remember exactly. I was the mentor coordinator for the training for many, many years and enjoyed it so much, and also volunteered to be a board member for some time, but not for long. Then I left my volunteer period in the Michael Newton Institute because I have become older, of course, obviously, and decided to leave space to the younger generation, which I experienced through the mentor program, and saw all the skilled new members coming from many, many different countries to join the institute, which is very active. And on the website newtoninstitute.org, you will find all the wonderful things that the Newton Institute offers, and also training these days. It's online. So on the webpage, you will find also more information about the trainings. So yes, I got all devoted, and since then I have experienced so many sessions, life between life hypnotherapy sessions with clients, and also about 10 sessions myself with skilled colleagues in the Institute. And after the COVID, we started to do online sessions, those who were willing to, and I'm one of those, to offer sessions also online, which made the world smaller, so we could do sessions with people in all sorts of countries based on the chemistry that maybe the client felt checking the therapist on the Michael Newton Institute and maybe finding someone who resonated with them. So I've done sessions with people in Israel, in the Baltic countries, in America, in England, in France, and many, many more countries, which I find, of course, fascinating, because the soul journey is not international, it's individual. And because English is very close to me, because I've traveled and lived in countries where I was, of course, speaking English, and these days I spend a lot of time in Israel where my family lives. So I do sessions with, I love to do sessions with people outside Sweden as well. So yes, I was fascinated by it, and I also wrote 3 books about my work with life between life hypnotherapy, and 2 of them are also in English. And you can find my books if you search on my name, and you can find my books on Amazon and Adlibris, and also Barnes and Noble, or is it Noble and Barnes? I always mix these names, but still, it's my books are available online in online bookstores. So I recorded many videos on my channel in English earlier last year. Then I decided to do only videos in Swedish for some time, and I interviewed people both in English and in Swedish. So there are many videos about life between life hypnotherapy. In such, there are many videos about past life and much more. So now I decided to also again start doing videos in English about my experience with these sessions, and also to reflect on life in general, and life and death and everything in between. So I hope you will follow one channel and maybe also subscribe. So from now on, I'll do Swedish and English videos. Not the same ones, not the same subject, but based on my inspiration, I'll record a few videos every now and then, sometimes every day. Sometimes it takes a while because I do a lot of sessions, and now also in May, it's gardening time for me, because I live and work here in my house surrounded by a big garden. So I love this combination with gardening, and also I see it, my work with clients, as gardening with people who want to get in touch with their soul journey over time, and the purpose of life, and who am I actually as a person beyond my profession, my gender, and everything else. So I also do a lot of sessions which I call healing hypnosis. And then this is for people who are not maybe interested in the work by Michael Newton Institute or by Michael Newton, but interested to get in touch with their soul without any agenda, so to speak. And some people want to research their childhood or some dilemma or their family or business with people, or why do I feel so alone, or why do I have these problems with my body occurring again and again, and stuff like that. So I'm just very interested in helping people to get in touch with their authentic self, and to have the information straight from themselves, inside themselves, and not to get it from me or from anyone else. You can, of course, get information from other people too. There's a lot of very talented clairvoyants out there who help people with information as well, of course. But for me, the information coming authentically from oneself is truly a very strong experience, because it's combined also with emotions, with the physical sensation, and the sensation of this is my truth, this is who I am. So I had a session the other day as an example with a lady who is working in a highly academic field. She's highly specialized in her field, and she has all her life been very clairvoyant too, and her main goal with her life, she told me, is to uplift other people and also to see the gold in others, so to speak, which means that you see the possibilities, you see the soul as a bright light. And this is what she told me she wants to research more. And this lady is around 50, and she has also been, besides her academic career, she in the company where she works, she does highly advanced negotiations with companies, and they always send her when there's conflicts, so to speak, when the parties cannot meet. So then they send her, because she has this wonderful ability to connect people. And she told me since childhood she told me she's interested especially in conflicts, and to find the solution in conflicts. And I was thinking, oh my God, this is a peace negotiator. But I didn't tell her. But I was thinking, because these days there's conflicts all over the place, it seems. So people with her skills are, I mean, they're gold, of course. And we had this wonderful 3 hours together. My sessions are usually 3 hours from when the client arrives and to the client leaves. And she did this very, very wonderful session to me, because she realized then her soul purpose and who she is as a soul. And she had right away a very strong connection with what she told me is her guide, who had been waiting all along for her to be in touch. And it was a dialogue then between her soul and her guide, who told her so many things, and it was wonderful to watch. And so I don't know then how this woman will use her skills and to continue to evolve, because we decided to get in touch after some weeks or months to see how all this played out in her life. Because the practical solution is, to me, the most interesting for a lady like her, for her also to benefit herself, because she seemed to be less interested in benefiting herself, which is quite common to me with these kind of souls who have come here to help out somehow, and they're not they're the opposite of narcissists. They want to help. They see the gold in everyone. They're super empathic. And they're not saints, of course, but they seem to be saints or incarnated angels to me somehow, because this lady was so beautiful inside out to me. And before she left, I just wanted to hug her and kiss her, but I couldn't do it the way I wanted, because I'm just her facilitator. But I love this kind of souls. I love all sorts of souls. But to do the session with her was magical, because she truly wanted to know how she could use her talents and her skills and her gifts in a deeper and broader way. So that was just an example what these kind of sessions can do and be for people. This afternoon, I'm going to do another session with a lady, but it's men and women and all sorts of people who are coming. So it's wonderful, and this is why I started also to have this YouTube channel as a hobby, and to tell everybody the things I experience, and to spread the news, so to speak. And there's many facilitators in the Michael Newton Institute. We're about 200. So in case you listen to this and do not resonate with me so much, please get in touch with someone else in the Institute. Those who work online are listed, and maybe you live close to someone over there. I had some clients from France, for example, who were not so fluent in English. So then I recommended someone in France, and that worked out well, of course. So we are all trained in this method, but when it comes to chemistry, of course, it's individual. Okay, so I hope you will continue to listen to my channel, and maybe listen to one of my old videos. I will put the links below in case you want to listen to them, or maybe find them during my below, not below, but I have a list on my YouTube channel with English videos, and those I have always a thumbnail in green, and the Swedish ones are in pink, so to easy find the English ones and the Swedish ones. Okay, thanks for listening. Take care. Bye-bye.